How's it going, guys? It's SAMMYPAKY here, we're back with another update video. Just just because I have a lot of supply drops to open up, as you can see here. 125 of these, 151 of these. I mean, I got zombies and fly drops. Where zombies and fly drops, bro? You name it, I got it. We're gonna start off with zombie supply drops, but before we do that, I will say that this update video, actually, you know what, let's just get started on it. This update video slash supply drop opening video is mostly gonna be talking about COD Champs, basically. Ooh. You know, so it's mostly COD Champs related, and mostly following the story of EG, you know, evil geniuses. Bro, like, first off, you know, they took care, like, every team in their pool took care of I forget what team was. I think it was Moratorium or something like that, maybe. I could be mistaken. I'm not looking up all these facts or anything like that, because truthfully, I don't really care for it right now. I'm just really trying to get these supply drops open, to be honest, and give you guys something to talk about. But anyways, so the thing is, so they lost 3-1 to Elevate, bro. Elevate, who has Major Maniac and Spacely. Like, these guys are not the greatest variant players. Though Spacely is a really good, I guess, semi-pro player at this point. But Major Maniac really isn't considered one of those. He's more of a S&D star in the respect. Which is why, I mean, I don't mind. Though Spacely is the man that pulls out the scouting reports and this and that, blah blah blah. He just came off of coaching, so you know he knows what he's doing with young guns right now in the scene. Wonder Waff 2, and so, like, bro, it's just crazy, bro. Like, I saw Elevate literally 3-1, then I'm like, bro, is their chance of doing anything about to be gone, because their last matchup of the pool is literally OpTic Gaming. Now, here's the thing. With the way the map counts or worked in the records of all the teams in there, the only way that they were gonna get guaranteed to go into bracket play out of pool play is that they 3-0 OpTic. That's the only way they can secure a spot. Now, if they 3-1 OpTic, they still may have a chance, but then that chance will all rely on whether Elevate won or lost their last match as well. Which they ended up winning it, but that happened later on though, so they didn't know yet what was going to happen. So they have to 3-0 OpTic in simple fashion. Right, like they have to do it. Like there's just no other like you're gonna go for it. Like you're not gonna go for 3-1 and leave it in the hands of Elevate to dictate whether you're going into bracket play or not. So it started off with the hard point. It happened to be Gibraltar, which, well, freaking EG is playing lights out in Gibraltar for COD Champs right now. And by the way, I am actually watching COD Champs as we're speaking right now. It's the EU versus Unilad game, so you already know things already happened lately. But we're gonna get back to that later. Okay. Oh, Scorpion, what? Lever action? Say what? I got a lever action set. Boy, you tripping. All right. Anyways, epic. So look, the point I'm trying to make is, guys, is that they win 250 to 200, right? Which, I mean, OpTic put up a good fight for as far as hardpoint is concerned. But let me tell you this before we get into the next map. OpTic has been playing horrendously in Search and Destroy all COD Champs so far. And it's just mind-boggling. Like, how do you play so horrendously? And on S&D, S&D wins tournaments, and you always need to remember that. But whatever, that's not my problem. So whatever, so they get freaking smoked. I'm talking about smoked in freaking S&D by EG, right? And we like, yeah, damn, what's about to happen? So then CTF comes around. Now it's CTF Artist Force, and EG starts off on the bad side of CTF. I think it was Artist Force. So I don't think it was Flak Tower. I want to say it was Artist Force. I could be mistaken. Bro, EG starts off on the bad side, so all they have to do is make sure it doesn't get too out of control from the bad side. But instead, they held it 0-0 for the first round, and they managed to score 2 caps the second round, which is the good side, to win the freaking game, to win the series 3-0 fashion, man. You tell me how many people gonna give you 3-0 fashion against OpTic? Bro, OpTic in history is one of the most impossible teams to 3-0 ever. Like, ever. Like, I'm not saying it's never happened, because it's happened quite a few times. But it's one of the hardest teams to do it on, the 3-0, like, period, like, in history. Like, no matter what roster it was, no matter if it was Nation's roster, or, you know, Karma's roster, or now freaking the Methods roster, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter. It just doesn't matter. So, they just 3-0'd OpTic, which means all OpTic had to do was probably, I believe, all they had to really do was, if in worst case scenario, just lose 3-2 to be secured into the damn bracket play. But they lost 3-0 fashion, 3-0 fashion, which means they were eliminated from the tournament. They didn't even make bracket play. I'm talking about they didn't even make bracket play, bruh. I'm talking about bracket play. Like what? Like what? What? Bro, they didn't even make bracket play. First time ever in history that OpTic Gaming has never, ever since its existence made bracket play. First time in its existence, never made bracket play. Tell me how that happened, bro. What? That tells you something. Now, before anybody like starts getting on my gears from what I'm about to say, because you know statistics, I'm gonna let y'all know. Don't tell the whole story, okay? Because statistically speaking, Karma wasn't the best on the team, but he did all the dirty work that needed to be done. The extra little things that needed to get done for the team to be successful. That's what he did, and that's what goes unnoticed a lot from these type of players. Just like Nation, same thing. Doesn't have the best KD in the world, but he did dirty work type plays to make sure that the team was gonna be fine. So, to continue, Methods was a bad pickup, in my opinion. Now, nothing against Methods. Methods was already an MVP already in the year, and nothing against Methods. But Methods is more, if you noticed, most of his successes came from main AR, not really in the flex role. See, Crimsix wanted to be the flex role, so if they wanted to be flex role, and you know, their first 2 subs that they wanted, you know, didn't end up coming over to OpTic, yo, your third best option would have easily been Apathy, bro. The same Apathy that fucking eliminated you now in freaking COD Champs is the one shot. Yo, Apathy would have fucking loved to have been on that roster. I guarantee it. I guarantee you would have loved to have been on their OpTic. But you know what? Y'all sleeping. Everybody's sleeping on Apathy. I don't know why. He's already a proven world champion, bro, and he's about to do it again if people don't pay attention. Nah, but on the real, at the end of the day, it's just tragic because you know, OpTic holds the most fans, so you know, viewership will go down, but it's not gonna go down as bad as people like really think it will because of you know, for COD Champs at least, because of you know, them losing and already being eliminated so fast. Like, no, people want to see who wins and who loses. Like, they want to see how it goes. Like, this is as boring as World War II is. This has been an exciting COD Champs, in my opinion. Like, bro, like people that you think, bro, right? Bro, I just watched Rise Nation. What was it? Yesterday they got eliminated. Freaking, bro, they are the best team in World War II, and they already got eliminated from COD Champs by Illuminati, which Illuminati is in losers bracket, about to face Lightning Pandas, bruh, which we'll get back to that later. But I mean, bro, it's like Red Reserve got sent to losers bracket by EU 3-0 fashion. 3-0 fashion, bro. I don't think EU ever beat Red Reserve yet in World War II. So that, I'm telling you, it's all about who shows up when the big lights shine. You know what I mean? That's what matters, bro. But anyways, look, at the end of the day, let me leave you guys off on this note. OpTic has always made bracket play every single fucking tournament, no matter what tournament, no matter how small the tournament was. They made every single bracket play. They made it out of pool play every single time, whenever pool play was, you know, around, available. Not once did they not once did they get eliminated in the middle pool play and never make it a bracket play. So it's like, bro, let me leave it like this. That never happened in Nashot's era. That never happened under Nashot's watch. Why? Because people like Nashot and it's people like Karma. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a Karma fanboy, alright? Let's not get it twisted. I don't really like him very much, but you know what? I'll give respect where respect is due. People like Nashot and Karma are the type of people that do the dirty work, where people don't see it happen, but it's happening. Why? Because it has to happen. Someone has to do it. And that's the truth of it all. That's the damn darn truth of it all. But at the end of the day, and you know, before people say, well, you know, there's a lot more talent now. I mean, yeah, you know, the thing is, back in the days, there was still talent, but all the talent was focused into just all these super teams. It was just a bunch of super teams. Envy, Complexity, EG, OpTic, FaZe Black and FaZe Red, OpTic Nation, you know, OpTic Gaming. You know, those were the really super teams that were formed around that time that held all the talent. Like, they held all the talent because they had probably the most money to offer at the time. And so it's like nowadays all the talent is kind of spread out now. You know, Formo's over at EG, JCap's over at LG. Sorry, no, not EG. You know, Apathy with Aces over at EG. You know, Crim6 and Scump are still in OpTic. You know, like, it's just spreading out now. Like, the talent's spreading out. You know, Attach and FaZe with, you know, Claysters in EU. You know, these top tier players are spread out now, which is why the talent is now, like, you know, there's just a bunch of teams that are good now. You know what I mean? So it's well, I'm telling you, bro, like, regardless of what it is, Scump is the first game ever that Scump has never won a championship. And on top of that, first time ever that OpTic is eliminated during bracket play, and this has never happened during Nashot's tenure. Always remember that. Never forget it. I'm sorry if I haven't been talking about, like, what I've gotten in the supply drops. I'm just kind of like opening these, but I like, there's a few guns I got that I'm like really like, I really want to try them out, but will I try them out? I don't know, because I'm mostly just playing rank play at this point, so I won't be able to try them out in rank play because obviously they're banned in rank play. With that being said, I will be ending the video now. As you already know, you know, the video's already kind of getting kind of long already for this update, but I will say that, you know, EG moves on to, oh, and people tell me, oh, but yeah, Aches, you know, and Aches is freaking OpTic's kryptonite at COD Champs. The only reason OpTic won COD Champs last year is because Aches never faced him. Aches got eliminated before he was able to face them. If Aches faced them, guaranteed they wouldn't have won COD Champs. He faced them now, he eliminated them yet again. And not only that, they also, and then people also be telling me, oh, but yeah, but Aches never doesn't win after beating OpTic, and I'm like, okay, we'll see about that. Well, guess what? Next round, Aches with EG 3-0 Vitality. That goes to show Vitality is now in the losers bracket, waiting for who? I forgot who they're waiting for, but whatever. Besides the point. But as now, EG moves on to the next round, which then they faced Lightning Pandas, who Lightning Pandas, you know, BTK in 3-2 fashion in pool play. And they did it kind of convincingly. Well, not convincingly, like, all the games were really fucking good. It's just, like, Lightning Pandas were making small mistakes that let TK stay in the game, you know what I mean? In each game. But at the end of the day, you know, it's whatever. Yeah, so they move on to Lightning Pandas to then 3-0 fashion Lightning Pandas too. Bro, they are on a 3-0 spree right now. 3-0 spree, and convincingly 3-0 spree, bruh. Done. Video's done. You already know. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you hit the dislike button, that's cool. Y'all hating on EG. Y'all hating on my boy Aches and Apathy. You know, the duo nowadays. You know, silly out here after being dropped from EU, and now he out here fucking sweeping boys, man. You trip. Y'all tripping, man. On top of that, don't forget to subscribe. You know, I'm putting up another update video tomorrow. Another update video will be going up tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. So you do want to fucking subscribe, guaranteed. I guarantee it, baby. And on top of that, on top of all that, Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at SAMMYPAKY. Same thing as my YouTube name, SAMMYPAKY.